Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft, and I am back to cast another 2v2 match for you. This one will be on Khydarin Depths, and it's going to be between Faith, the red Terran player, and his partner will be Viz, the blue Zerg player. Their opponents are going to be SuperNinja, the purple Protoss, and Azide, the teal Protoss, the notorious dual Protoss tandem. And surprisingly enough, I don't see any cheesy probes on the way out, so it looks like SuperNinja and Azide will be doing a standard opening or a defensive opening down here. So these guys just like, it's like synchronized swimming or something with these early probes, man. I'm telling you, it is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm surprised that they're not, a lot of times when they're going against Terran Zerg, what they will do is that you guys who've watched my channel know that one of them will come in here to the Terran base and throw down proxy gateways, and the other one will throw down a proxy forge and try and cannon in the Zerg player. So surprised there isn't going to be any of that this game. Instead, just going to be doing some standard scouting and worker harassment with some probe harassment. And gateways are coming down in the front. Actually, a forge is going down for SuperNinja. So could we be seeing some sneaky cannons going up somewhere later from this probe? Is he going to try and stash that somewhere? I'm not sure what he would be able to do with that at this point in the game, though. So probably just going to be a defensive. Going to have a defensive cannon or two. Well, apparently the top team is freaked out about it enough because the pings are going off all over the place because they scouted this this forge. I'm assuming they scouted this forge. Either that or they just know the playstyle. He sees the forge now, and it is going to be a complete wall in here. It looks like. No, yes, it is a complete wall, and it doesn't look like this SCV was able to get through this spot. So they're gonna wall all the way in and throw down a cannon back here. And so we are definitely set up for a semi-long-term matchup here. And so it'll be nice to see a team be able to keep up in macro against Azide SuperNinja without having to try and break through some insane zealot and cannon rushes. But those are always so exciting. Who am I kidding? Anyway, so I guess while we're getting underway and while everybody's macroing up now that there isn't going to be any cheese, I've been super busy, you guys, so thank you for being patient and hanging in there. And I've been dealing with all kinds of stuff, so again, thanks for being patient, hanging in there. I'm really glad I've gotten all these new fans, and I'm so excited to be bringing you some more StarCraft games. I haven't been playing enough, which is part of my problem. So I need to get back on the horse, man. I've been busy with school. I'm graduating in a couple weeks and dealing with women and you know, all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, it looks like a quick robo facility is coming out for Azide, and so I expect him to go right for that Colossus tech very, very soon, because usually one of them will go fast Colossi, and the other one is sort of a toss-up. It depends. Sometimes heavy gateway units, sometimes like the Blink Stalkers, for example, other times Dark Templars, even Phoenix I've seen. So, but Viz is definitely going to take advantage of this opportunity. So he's going to double Expo, one at the high yield, which is already finished here, and this one is also on the way. No creep tumors anywhere, really, though. And I'm assuming Faith, meanwhile, still no command center on the way for Faith. We'll see if... Oh, that's because he just threw it down right at this location. So, not even bothering to throw down bunkers or any kind of defense, knowing that the Protoss team is totally walled in, and it's just going to be macro sets for a while. I like how Azide has this sentry set up here, just in case in case they go for an all-in attack and break down a gateway, he will be able to hold it for a while. And warp gate technology is nearing completion. And there is the Dark Shrine, ladies and gentlemen, right here by the assimilator. So Super Ninja is going to be trying some sneaky Dark Templars, and those could be pretty effective in this game. Dark Templars are really, really good in the mid game here. This is still really early game, so this is pretty much this is kind of a Dark Templar rush here. It's not a super Dark Templar rush, but because he did start with that forge and stuff. But it is a pretty fast Dark Templars, and they will be really effective if he can find these other bases. Now let's see what vision they have. He does know about this gold expansion. So I definitely expect Super Ninja to send some Dark Templars up there. But oh, the scan goes off right as the Dark Shrine finishes for Faith. The timing could not have been any better. And now they are absolutely sure that there are Dark Templars on the field. Missile turrets are going to be going up everywhere. This SUV, I guarantee you, is building a missile turret right there. We're going to get a missile turret inside the mineral lines. We're going to get spore crawlers. And we're going to get overseers. So the timing of that scan just totally countered that strategy. The Dark Templars were going to really wreak some havoc, I think, except not anymore. And there is one Colossus on the field now. So Azide is going to be breaking down this warp gate so he can get his zealots and stuff out of here. And I don't think they're in any business to try and press this right now, but Faith, meanwhile, is continuing to pump out Marauders, and Marauders can still be effective against Colossi, but once the Colossi get to that critical number, not much at all is going to be effective against them. So looks like Azide could be a little supply blocked here. Wants to build another Colossi, but he doesn't have enough pylons, so got to work on that. And I'm still waiting for any kind of battle to ensue, just so I can really immerse myself into this game. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty, and there still has been no action, so I'm waiting. There's probably going to be a gigantic battle at some point here that I'm going to have to go from talking at 1 mile an hour to talking at 100 miles an hour, as could the Colossi get some free kills on these Zerglings. Zerglings are actually going to run in to this fresh new expansion for Azide and try and cancel that, but that is not going to work. Too many Zealots and Colossi out here. And Zealots and Colossi are pretty much will just melt Zerglings away. Zerglings are like absolutely useless and worth nothing against them. And you see, I don't think Super Ninja even ended up building a Dark Templar, did he? Because he knew that his tech got scanned immediately, so he went ahead and looks like and got a Templar archive and is working on a Psystorm. Meanwhile, Viz is going for a Spire, pretty late Spire, but with these 3 bases that Viz has going, he does need a little bit better saturation, it looks like, at his expansions. But he is going to be able to get a bunch of mutas out, possibly, if that's what he goes for. Now, this army keeps feigning like it's going to make an attack and then falling back, so I keep thinking I'm going to miss something. Still, we are just macro, and we have Super Ninja now with 4 High Templars on the map, and Psionic Storm research is completed, and there is plenty of energy for that. There's Burrow on the way, as well as Tunneling Claws now for Viz, and that Spire is just finished now. So the Spire finished. He is going for Corruptors now, so he is going to be getting Corruptors out to deal with these Colossi, and at the same time, Faith, though, is actually getting Vikings as well. So we're going to have Corruptors and Vikings just to deal with the Colossi. So Azide may have missed his window here of opportunity. I feel like if Super Ninja, instead of going for those Dark Templars, had just been massing up while Azide went for this fast Colossi tech, they could have possibly steamrolled their opponents. However, that just, again, the timely scan just revealing the Dark Shrine really threw a wrench into the bottom team's plan. So now we are just waiting to see what is going to happen here. There's another forge on the way. This forge, okay, so Super Ninja is going double forge, which I like to go double forge. When it starts to get to this point in the game where I have 2 bases or 2 or 3 bases just fully macroing, I find my APM stretched pretty thin. as I'm flying all over the place. So if I can work in a forge, I'll work in a forge because ooh, it looks like some Marines and Marauders are gonna stim up and quickly snipe out this Nexus. So finally we have a battle here, and the mobility of the Terran army quickly sniping out that Nexus, and it looks like xSixAzide and SuperNinja are pretty pissed about that, and they want to make a counterattack. And this is a pretty formidable Protoss ball. These High Templars have nearly full energy in the back, and this should be a pretty intense battle right here. With only one bunker and a few Marines and Marauders, these units are going to get melted away. And here comes some Zerglings in the back, and Roaches are going to try and snipe down some of these Colossi. It looks like, where are the Corruptors and Vikings? There's one Viking in here, and that's all I see right now. Psy Storms going off all over the place. Even a Dark Templar is in here. Now there are Archons being warped in for SuperNinja, but somehow, some way, Viz and Faith keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. I'm sorry about that. And here it looks like these Archons are actually going to go down, and here's the Corruptors and Vikings. Quickly, they were able to take care of the Colossi, and it looks like that could be it. I mean, jeez, man. I thought that there was a formidable Protoss ball rolling in here, and somehow they managed to destroy that. I really don't know how. That is really crazy. I think some of those Psy Storms were in a bad position. I think I saw Psy Storms going off on all these Zerglings and Roaches in the back, but not really any Psy Storms on the Bio Army in the front. We may have to go back and watch that battle again, and by may, I mean definitely, because to get to that point was a grueling process, and then to watch that battle and all of a sudden the top team just annihilating them. So now the counterattack is coming, and SuperNinja and xSixAzide, having lost that whole army, I mean, they're just screwed now. How can they come back from that devastating loss? They're going to try their best though, as there are some High Templar coming in here, and a well-played Storm could do a nice amount of damage, but a little bit late on that Side Storm, and now going to be hitting the bulk of this army. And at the same time, Viz will be taking out this Nexus again. So some great harassment down here by Viz, and see how fast those Colossi go down when the Marauders can get close enough to them. So that's why I was so surprised about this battle. He had a nice Zealot wall here, and the Colossi were back here, and I don't know. It just, I guess they just didn't have enough units at that point. I mean, what else can you say? Because I gotta go watch that battle again. I'm just waiting now for this game to end so I can go back and watch that battle and figure out what in the hell just happened. And it's weird, somehow when I'm calling the game, in the process of calling the game, it's harder to tell who is in an advantageous position. And then when I go back and watch it, sometimes it's easier to tell. So, looks like top team now is trying to finish this off, and some nice Side Storms right there are going to really soften up these Marines and Marauders. But it looks like there may just be too many of them, as this Colossi is still standing. Really needs to get focused down here by these Roaches, but it's not going to matter. xSixAzide and SuperNinja have left the game, so very, very well played by the top team. Now I'm going to have to go back and check out that battle, because that's what this game really all came down to, was this battle, and apparently that was too... that was right in the middle of the battle. What I want to do is watch what's actually going to happen here. And here we go. Let's slow it down to slow motion. Okay. Let's check the army sizes right now, and the army sizes are pretty much even. So Zealots are trying to charge. I guess I didn't see much of a charge going on from these Zealots, but they are, look at a nice job here by Faith, shooting and scooting his army back. These Templar want to get in here. Now finally a Side Storm or two are going off here. Some nice storm dodging by Faith really made a big difference here. And these Colossi, it looks like, they're trying to get focused down here by these Vikings pretty nicely. So, I mean, actually this was some really nice micro by the top team to win that battle, and even though it was pretty evenly matched to begin with. So pretty impressive there. Even SCVs are fighting here, so that's pretty crazy. And so yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Faith, for sending me this game. It was a pleasure to cast, and so that is going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.